at the beginning of this week, you are going to have such an important opportunity. And this opportunity is going to mean to you so much, because this opportunity that I'm talking about, it's something you have been waiting for a long time. And it's going to come to you. It's going to happen completely out of blue. My gorgeous Sagittarini. This reading is in between the 25th and the 31st of October 2022, and of course that I'm talking about especially what is going to be revealed to you on the 25th and the 26th of October 2022 specifically. Then and there, you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you will know exactly what opportunity or which opportunity I'm actually talking about. This opportunity is going to mean to you so much, because you are going to find yourself like thinking a lot about your home, about your immediate environment, and a lot that you will kind of want to do through your own achievement. So this is all going to be connected, some kind of opportunity which is going to make you feel so great, because just to be aware of this opportunity is like, oh my God, such an amazing achievement in your life, because you have been working very hard in order to get to this stage of your life. So just to become aware of this opportunity, this is going to mean to you so much, let alone like what is going to come to you later on. And this opportunity, as soon as you become aware of it, on one hand you're going to feel absolutely ecstatic when it comes to your development, when it comes to things that you have been working on, but especially when it comes to you understanding that by taking this opportunity on, you will be able to do things you couldn't do before. You will be able to like kind of live your life in a different way, but not in like only in a different way. You will be able to have what you don't have now, for example. But especially when it comes to like planning about your home and things that you want to do, you know, there is so much that it's going to come to you at this moment in time. So of course that this is going to be quite important, my gorgeous Sagittarini, indeed. And also, as I said, this opportunity is something that you wanted for a long time, and I can actually tell you that this is like very much so strongly connected to your dreams. So this is absolutely brilliant when it comes to your development, because a couple of days after that moment in time, you are going to need to make an important decision. And how you're going to know what decision I'm talking about? Well, the decision that you're going to need to make, it's going to reflect on your like on things that you are doing right now, on things that you're working on, and things that you're trying to achieve. Because you know, so whether you're like kind of looking for work, whether you're working, whether you're retired, it doesn't really matter. It's to do with the part of your life that you're working on and what you want to achieve. But you're going to find yourself at the stage and in a situation like where you're going to be left with no choice but to make an important decision. How are you going to know what decision I'm talking about? I'm telling you, it's going to come day or two after all this. And that in itself means that, you know, no matter where you are at this stage in your life, it's to do with you making what would be the next stage. Like, for example, if you're looking for work, so now you need to like, if you're looking for work, something really big is coming, something really important is coming. But what is the next stage at this moment in time? If you're working already, then what is it? What is like now at this stage in your life that you need to do, that you need to decide to do in order to move on? So it's all about kind of moving on with your life, but understanding at the same time that naturally this is to do with you and with your progression when it comes to the spiritual journey. But at the same time, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you need to understand that, you know, there is something also at the same time. You need to be very careful when it comes to this, because on one hand there is information that you're going to become aware of, and it's almost going to seem like too good to be true, like almost as if you're going to have like a conversation, and then they're going to be like two options that you're going to have as well when it comes to this. Like a couple of options are going to become absolutely obvious. But this is when you need to be really careful, because one option is going to be all about like, cutting the corner to get where you want to get, like, oh, do you know what I mean? No, baby, no, because at the same time you are going to feel like when it comes to that particular option, that this is something that, maybe it's too good to be true. So you need to follow your intuition, because you're very powerful when it comes to your intuition, and you are psychic, very much so. Like every single person is psychic, but you're like very quick and very sharp when it comes to these feelings and emotions, when it comes to your empathy. So So this is what you need to like really go with. So if something is offered to you and it seems to be too good to be true at around that time when you're trying to make this decision when it comes to your development, just stay away from it. Run on miles, my gorgeous Sagittarius. But then another option that I'm talking about, it's going to be the right option. And how you gonna know like which option I'm talking about? I really hope I'm not too confusing. I'm really sorry, okay? But it's just the way my brain is, like like this, literally. So I just project how I feel things, you know, how I become aware of things. I project them like amazingly quickly, I suppose, as I've heard. But anyway, so it's just like the second option that I'm talking about is just like how you will know which option to go for is the second option. You're gonna have feelings of, instead of like feeling, oh my god, too good to be true and all this, no baby, no. With the second option, you will know you are gonna feel very strong elements of responsibility. You will understand and you will know that you will know some kind of person of power, some kind of a person who is connected to the position of power, some kind of person who is very powerful, who is some kind of a leader, some kind of person who is very important, who makes rules, you know, and somebody who is very solid in so many different ways, somebody who is very strong and powerful is actually going to be playing an important role when it comes to you being inspired and when it comes to you understanding through that person as well that you need to be responsible when it comes to you need to be responsible when it comes to this stage of your life. So what do I mean by being responsible? That at the same time also means to understand that you need to follow certain rules. You must not like try to speed things up. You have to wait for them to happen naturally. And trust me, you will understand and you will know exactly what am I talking about. So if something seems to be too good to be true, just literally stay away from it, okay? And go for the option that you know it's going to take slightly longer, but then at the same time, some kind of responsibility. You're going to need to be responsible when it comes to this other option, which means that you need to understand that it's going to take slightly longer, but at the same time you're still going to need to follow like a certain rules in order to get where you want to get, where you need to get at this stage in your life. Because very soon after that moment in time, still at the beginning of the week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you are gonna be facing like the variety of the actual options. And when you are facing the variety of the actual options, this is really going to surprise you. Now I'm talking about a completely different set of options that are going to come, that are going to manifest. So after this moment in time, you are going to face the actual variety of options. So you just have to like kind of understand that even when I say that you need to be responsible, even when I said that you need to wait a while to get where you want to get, no baby, no, it is not a while. You're not going to need to wait longer. It is not going to be long how you think that this is actually going to be long. It's not going to be as long as you think it's going to be, because as I said, just shortly after that's why you just have to trust yourself. So shortly after that moment in time, you will be actually facing a variety of options, and this is when things are going to start becoming like, oh my god, extremely interesting to you. So you see what I mean? So first of all, you're going to get like an opportunity to do something that you wanted to do for such a long time, and one step at a time, you're going to get to the point when this is going to completely blow up and it's going to surprise you, because now suddenly, but you are going to be facing, like by the midweek, you're already going to be facing a variety of the actual options. It's going to start at the beginning of the week, and at around the midweek, this is going to be absolutely evident and absolutely obvious. But when you're facing the variety of options, there is only one that is going to be so important for you to focus on at this stage. And which option I'm talking about? This is something very personal to you. This is something really private to you. So when it comes to you facing the variety of options, you need to focus on the actual option where you know that one particular specific option is going to be standing up here. And that option is to do with attacking a certain problem, which is going to be dealing with a very, very difficult problem. Okay? So this is how you're going to know which actual option to go for. And at the same time, it's like at around that time, there is also also going to be like some kind of idea that you are going to have. So as soon as you reflect on that particular option, as soon as you realize which option to go for out of the variety of options, so you go for the one which is literally going to attack one very, very personal problem to you, something that was really kind of draining your energy, making you feel so negative, so negative, so negative, and you couldn't do anything about this for a while now, for the last like about 12 months at least. So this is this is what you should be doing when it comes to like trying to find out which option to go for. But at the same time, you know, at around that time, you need to understand that something is going to happen, something is changing. You're about to regain your strength, you're about to regain your confidence, you're about to regain your balance. Why? Because you are going to have a full control over your life after such a long time. I'm sorry, please don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you didn't have a full control over your life, but what you're gonna feel, it's like gonna be really, really different, you know, and that in itself, it's at around that time where you need to understand, pay attention to the very, very interesting idea that you're also going to have at the same time. And that interesting idea, it's like to do with you being brave and strong and feeling really powerful and finding this energy really beneficial. And it's all going to lead towards you having this really kind of interesting idea, and I can actually name it as a bold idea at the same time. So you just kind of need to really understand to not to kind of miss out on this idea that you're going to have roughly at a similar time. And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, when it comes to the midweek, you know, it's like, oh my god, I'm so excited for you, honestly. I'm so happy for you. It's all about the message. This is the moment, this is the point, this is like gonna be really big, and I'm telling you that this week it's gonna be extremely important. And I'm not surprised whatsoever, because now at the end of this week we have got the 31st of October. Do you know what I mean, baby? It's like the veil in between this world and the spirit world, it's very, very thin indeed. So we are visited by all sorts of guardian angels, all sorts of spirits, you know, and things like that. And so the whole vibration and energy when it comes to the whole month of October, it's like very, very different. It's very open. We find out quite a lot, you know, but especially as we are getting closer to the 31st of October, we become more open, we become more open-minded, we understand more, we understand earthly energy from a completely different view, you know, and that in itself like really kind of on one hand makes us really, really brave, but then on another hand really points us towards the directions that we should be like really going towards through our dreams and through the moments when we wake up the very first thing in the morning, you know, that the ideas that we have that we should most certainly pay attention to. And also at the time when we feel extremely creative, we are creating this we are making, you know, we are manifesting this such a powerful energy that in return just kind of makes us realize so much, like in terms of like which steps to take next and things like that. But what I was going to say to you at around the mid week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, 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 pararapam, parapam, papapapapararam. Sagittarini, raise your vibration, baby. Sagittarini, Sagittarini, pararapam, parapam, papapapapararam. Sagittarini, Sagittarini, Sagittari, Sagittari, Sagitterini, pam 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 param pam 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 para pam pam pa 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 pam 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 param pam 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 para pam para pa 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 para. I'm laughing at my plants. They're like, hello baby. They're dancing with me. Yeah, okay, yeah, I might be crazy, but whatever. Yeah, so basically my gorgeous Sagittarini, when it comes to the midweek, this is why I get really excited, because it's to do with an aspect of your life like, oh my god, this will mean to you so much. This is going to mean to you so much. One of the greatest achievements of your life, especially when it comes to you working on something really, really specific. You are gonna feel so elevated. You are gonna feel so excited when you become aware of what I was talking about. So it's about the message and information that you're going to have at around the midweek midweek, which is going to point towards a certain achievement. You will realize you will achieve one of the greatest things of your life, because this is to do with the stage of your life that you've put so much energy towards. So on one hand, this is the greatest victory ever, but on another hand, this is going to make you feel so excited. It's going to make you feel so good about yourself. This is one of the biggest achievements of your life. This is going to make you feel really kind of self-assured. You need this self-assurance. You will see exactly what I mean, because so much is going to be happening. So you need this self-assurance. This is going to make you feel like extremely optimistic, and it's also going to make you feel really enthusiastic. You know, it's like you are gonna inspire some people in your life, and this is going to mean to you so much, because to be inspired by something like this, it's excellent, especially when it comes to people in your life that mean to you the most, you know. And it's just all about like kind of, it's all leading towards your own independence, you know. So this is like, this has got a very strong element of you becoming like a rather independent with those things in your life that didn't feel like that for a while. And also when it comes to the midweek, you know, when somebody like kind of somebody's going to try to wind you up, and somebody's just going to like kind of like you're going to come across someone here, and that person is somehow going to be connected to number five. This person is going to be connected to number 5, whether they were born like in May or whether they were born on the 5th day, you know, on the 5th hour, you know, like, but on the 5th, or maybe this is going to happen, I don't know, at 5 p.m. Do you know what I mean? But somehow, my Lord, there is like a very strong energy of number 5 attached to that particular person who is going to kind of wind you up. Listen to me very carefully. Do not kind of like a fight back. Do not argue back or whatsoever, because there is no point. This is you need to use this as a sign. So when someone winds you up, you will know that this stage of your life is slowly coming to an end, and this stage of your life, it's also going to make you aware when that happens that you need to move on from that person and that situation. I'm not talking about anything final, like necessarily, or anything like that, but this is going to be a sign that after that moment in time, you are gonna kind of want more out of your life, and you will also like kind of think how to prevent these situations in the future. And the only thing to do this is to from you to understand, and now and this moment in time, you need to kind of move on. So you are going to find yourself on a rather interesting spiritual quest where you are going to want more out of life, and this couldn't have happened at a better time. And you will see exactly what I mean, because by the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, it's like just pay attention to what is going to be on your mind, especially when it comes to the 30th and the 31st of October. It's like, oh my God, especially when it comes to the 30th and the 31st of October, you need to understand this. It's either you're going to wake up in the morning and something is going to be on your mind, like something that you really need to do. It's going to be pointed out, do it, or it's going to come to you throughout the day, like a really mental, like a really great, amazing inspiration on the 30th and the 31st of October. So it's either you're going to wake up in the morning, you will already know something is going to be on your mind, you need to do this, but or it's going to happen to you throughout the day. Maybe you will see something and suddenly you're going to feel this urge to do something, but it's to do with you feeling this motivation, and it's to do with you realizing energized potential. It's to do with you realizing energized potential, motivation. Sorry, it's to do with you realizing this energized potential. What is going to happen with this, and it's to do with you feeling completely motivated. You're going to feel extremely passionate, and definitely, you know, you should go for it, because at the same time, it's not only about that, but it's what is actually going to surprise you, like how keen and how eager you're going to feel. And even more so, you're going to realize, you know what, oh my God, I can actually do this. I can do this, because the time is right. If that happened like about 2 weeks ago, no baby, no, but now the time is absolutely right. So even more so, you're going to realize that you can actually do this. So this is important, and you are indeed going to find this rather challenging, because you will not know how to turn your goals into reality at this moment in your life. But then again, you know, you are just remember what I said to you. Then like about a day or two after that moment in time, it doesn't necessarily have to be a day or two, but within the next day or two, you are going to feel extremely creative, but you will kind of like you're going to be surprised how much energy you have, and you will kind of like be kind of doing doing things around your home and things like that, or like you will be like kind of like working on something that you're going to be really enjoying. You will go really far in terms of energy. You're going to feel extremely creative, like, yeah, let me do this, let me play with my plants, water my plants, or whatever, you know, whatever you do when you feel extremely creative. But the bottom line is that at that moment in time, you are going to have a psychic message, like a really intuitive message. It's just literally going to come to you, and that message that is going to come to you, it's going to make you aware of. You will know exactly how to do this, how to start this, how to turn these goals into the actual reality. So it's going to come to you, and as soon as it comes to you, you will know the process of transformation. It's actually starting. It's all about this absolutely mind-blowing new opportunity and potential that you're going to become aware of. But even more so, you are going to become aware of the fact that you do have a beautiful gift. Like, it's to do with a sacred gift, it's to do with your spiritual journey, it's to do with your soul purpose. But even more so, you will know exactly which steps to take next. This, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's going to be very, very exciting time for you indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.